We're here with a&M-commerce head volleyball coach Craig Case after the Blue and Gold Scrimmage. Give us your impressions of the scrimmage in general.
Well, I thought it was a good thing. Good competition. The best way to evaluate where we're at is to compete, and the best way to do that right now is against ourselves because they know each other. They've been playing each other for a week, so it's really hard to score because they know each other's tendencies and all those things. So I thought it was a really productive afternoon to be able to start looking at where we're at both as a team and where we're at individually, and then being able to prepare for this next week's practices to make sure that by this time next weekend we're better than we were today.
What are some strengths that stood out to you today?
Well, I think our ball control has gotten a lot better than it has last year. Our middles a little bit more efficient than they were last year. And I think we're getting a lot more steady on the pin as opposed to last year. And so I think the biggest thing that I'd put all that is control. We're controlling the ball better defensively. We're controlling the ball better offensively. And I think that's helping players with their efficiency and putting the ball away a little bit better.
Going into the fourth of the four sets today, you switched up the teams a little bit, did a little bit of mid-game trades. How did that go, and what was the intent there?
Well, we wanted to look at running a 5-1 with our new setter, Kate Broadnax, and one of the reasons we brought her in was to play a 5-1. And so we wanted to run a 5-1 with her. We wanted our middles to get a feel of playing with a 5-1. We wanted our passes. We wanted everybody to have a chance to feel that. And so that was the biggest reason we made that change. Then after that, we just kind of traded a few other players, within positions that do the same thing in practice anyways. So the biggest thing there was we wanted to make sure that we had our top three in every position playing with all of our setters, and that's what we were able to do by the end of the day.
What are some things you want to see improve before our next competition on our next scrimmage?
Well, I think defensively, both on the net and the back row, we've got to get a lot better. Our first contacts on defense were not high quality. We got the ball up a lot, but we didn't do a whole lot with it. And we got to get to the point where we're getting ourselves in situation to run our offense out of transition so we can dig and kill. And we didn't do that great. So our dig-to-kill ratio has got to be a lot better than it was today. And I think our blocking has got to improve. Spatially, we were all over the place with our blocks. We weren't where we needed to be, which also affects our back row defense. And then the final thing is I don't think our serving was great. Very, very passive. We didn't serve strong enough to get the other team out of system, so that's something we'll work on this week too.
Are those things that are just a product of it being early in the preseason?
Yeah, I think most of that's rust, because some of those were people that had been with us for 3 years that weren't doing it today. It's just rust, and it's reps and getting together with each other and talking more on the court. All those things, I don't have any concern that any of those won't be addressed by this time next week.
With 2 weeks before the first official match, how do you feel about the team's progress through a week?
Well, based on our schedule, we still got a long way to go to get to where we're going to be able to beat the teams of the caliber that we're playing early on. And so we just got to keep getting better. And the nice thing is we got new stones put out in front of us on the path that we need to take to improve. And so I'm excited for practice this week.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Josh.